Hey everybody, happy Monday, happy time zone. Welcome to this OpWoo for the last week of July, which is really flooring me because it feels like just like yesterday, we were starting Pride and it's already been like 8 to 10 weeks since then, and this entire summer has just absolutely flown. What is time anymore? I believe we have 27 days left to the premiere of Seven Deadly Sins. Lots of hype in the chat for Sense. Thank you guys so much for that. We're going to be talking about Sense a little bit today in between our various announcements that we've got, and as well as fan art of the week is very Sense heavy this week. So thank you all for your lovely contributions and your excitement and for sharing that around when we released that trailer last Monday. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today, primarily new merchandise, and I've got a lot, even more than I thought I did when I announced that. There was basically some new products that are available on Redbubble that I didn't know about until I went in and uploaded some designs today and was like, oh, this is new, so I'll be sharing all of that with you, and I updated all of my listings for that. We'll also be talking about a new Twitch schedule I've got coming starting next week. I'm going to change up my Twitch schedule a little bit. I'm finishing up The Last of Us this week, so it sounds like a good time to change things around and experiment with things. I don't want to change the schedule mid-series. And we're also starting August, so it'll be the beginning of a new month. Hopefully it'll be not too different from what we're doing now, but might be able to accommodate some more people. It'll definitely be a little bit more accommodating to the way that I like to work. And we'll also be talking about what game I'm going to be playing after The Last of Us, because I have decided what AAA multi-week series I'm going to be playing next, and I think you guys will be really excited about that. But starting with a catch-up on DE Art Fest. A lot of great contributions this week, as with the rest of the month. This has been such a delight. We passed over 1,000 posts on Instagram this week. So this community has contributed over 1,000 pieces of art to DE Art Fest so far. I believe the archive of our own tag for DE Art Fest passed 200. So there's over 200 fanfics that's been written, countless cosplay, also videos, and other art. This has been fantastic, and I'm really excited to end out the week, or end out the month strong with the rest of the prompts here. We've got Wump, which is today. Lots of great stuff already coming for that. Monster AU, which some of you have already gotten started on in some of your time zones. Stuck in a closet, that's always a fun one. Trapped in a, snowed in, trapped in an area, forced to admit your feelings in a small room. Jane Austen AU, which is a lot of fun, and we're ending the month on Friday with Touch Starved, one of all of our favorite tropes, especially from Detroit Evolution. And as I'll give you more information about this when we talk about Twitch in a sec, but we're going to be honoring Art Fest on Saturday with a really big celebration stream. So if you don't get included in this week's Fan Art of the Week, especially because it's very sense heavy, I wanted to make sure to give Fan Art of the Week, to sort of sense this week and make sure that gets recognized, because I know that Art Fest pieces are going to get recognized on Saturday. We will tune in on Saturday because we're going to be going back to the beginning of the month and catching up on a lot of stuff that we missed through the various fan arts of the week. As for new merch, so did you know, because I didn't, that Redbubble now sells backpacks? This is really, really cool. And so I updated all of my existing listings, for which this was functional, with the backpack design. So any design that you've liked already on the store, you can go. Don't feel married to the colors that these are in. You can pick any color. It's not just these 4 designs. It's almost any of the designs on the store, except maybe, I don't think I've done the Pride silhouette line yet. I don't think I've done that in these, but I might get to that if they're recommended. And I think the Lotso one I might not have gotten to, but there's a good bit on the store already. I really like this. I think that this is a really cool idea, and you can also, as you'll see with this next design, I think the Iggy pattern one is kind of I just want to get everything in patterned Iggy's. Is there a 7 Deadly Sins backpack? Well, we'll get to that in a sec, alligator. We'll get to that in a sec. So we've also got some other designs. They're selling aprons now, which is Okay, I don't know how many of you want aprons, but I had a couple designs that worked for the aprons. So I was like, all right, we'll put those on the store. Bakasara's lovely translator Heart Read 900 looks really good on an apron. And then our currently seeking a friend, a best friend, and of course, in my life I can't live without is also on there, which is really cute. This is one of my personal faves. They also do duffel bags. If you're more of a duffel bag person rather than a backpack person, I love that Iggy one. I want that Iggy one so bad. They also have that Iggy pattern design in backpack, so you can get a backpack that's just covered in Iggy's. This is all available on Octopunk Media, redbubble.com, at the link there. I'm sure the mods are throwing it in the chat right now. And like I said, it's not just these two options. Go check out all the different designs that we have on the store. Multiple of them are available, and I think you can choose any different color that you want. So the colors are versatile as well. But there's one other new product they have, which is just wild to me because this is such a strange one. They also offer jigsaw puzzles. I mean, hey, if you're into that, I thought that this was cute. This and Pattern Iggy's, I think, are the only jigsaw puzzles that I decided to put on because they were the only ones that the designs really worked for. But yeah, I mean, if you're bored in quarantine and you want to buy yourself a festive Detroit Evolution or Octopunk puzzle, that is also now on the Redbubble store. So, oh yes, Wyatt, it would be a very tough puzzle patterned Iggy's. That's almost why I didn't recommend it, because I cannot imagine how impossible it would be. They're so small and it's so repetitive. But you know, how about Iggy Jigsaw Puzzle Challenge? Is that something that we can do? Did you all record yourselves like on live stream seeing who can do the Iggy puzzle the fastest? Because I feel like that would just take hours. So these are all different new types of product that are offered by Redbubble in existing designs. This is what I discovered this morning that I didn't know I would be talking about today. But we also have entirely new stuff coming to both Redbubble and Etsy. And as far as new stuff that's on Redbubble, our new design on Redbubble, as Alligator was asking, the 7 Deadly Sins logo is now on Redbubble. Available in all products. You see the backpack there as well. Looks really good on navy and on black. You get a mask, a pin, a phone case, all sorts of different apparel. The duffel bags. I don't think the apron, it wasn't big enough for the apron. But yeah, octopunkmedia.redbubble.com. Show some sense love if you want to get, any kind of merch from Redbubble for that. There's not stickers available on Redbubble, and there's going to be a reason for that. You're going to find out in a couple of weeks, because I had a better way of doing those. But I'm still holding that close to the vest right now. I'm not ready to share that yet. But everything, but stickers is pretty much available on Redbubble. So yeah, go check that out. And as far as Etsy goes, we got a couple new things on the Etsy store. And actually, let me make sure that I make this listing live before I show it to you. I think I can show you this one first and talk about this. I can multitask. So, Lesbian Iggy's. I'm very happy to finally have this in the store. There is a story about why this has not been sold to date. I wanted to include the lesbian flag in the original Pride line. And I ordered it alongside my bisexual, my pansexual, all my other Iggy's in the Pride flags that I have ordered back when I first introduced this line. The problem was, for whatever reason, they came out half the size of these. They're very tiny, like really tiny. And I was just like, I don't want to sell these at full price, obviously, and I can't really sell these at any price that would be profitable, so they're kind of not worth selling. And I also really don't want to sell all of these stickers, but then the lesbian flag is small. Like, that just didn't seem like something that I should even bother doing. It turned out to be a blessing in disguise, because apparently those lesbian Iggy's also were in like the wrong type of lesbian flag. They were in the pink lesbian flag instead of the one with the orange on it, which is more recent, which people seem to like more, is less problematic than the pink flag. So I did a redesign of the Iggy. I ordered these, made sure that they are in the right size, equal to the others, and now they are available on the Etsy store. To find them, you go to the shop listing for the Pride Iggies, and now they are available in the drop down. So they don't have their own listing the way that all my other stickers have. They are included in the Pride line. So you would go to where you'd buy an asexual or a trans or a non-binary Iggy, and you would just pick the lesbian flag from the drop down. Making sure to publish the next one. Okay, so you can go see it when it's on there. Because I forgot to hit publish on this next listing. Yes, they are very tiny. And I was just like, and what I've been doing with the tiny lesbians is I've been giving them away for free. Like I've been throwing them in, freebie packs. I've been giving them away at cons. I've been finding ways to offer them and still include them and give them away. But I just didn't feel right selling them because they were kind of too small to justify like asking for money for. But now we have full-size lesbians, which is fantastic. And they're in the right style of flag, which I'm very happy about. And then the final merch item today, I have been asked about this since I first really started Octopunk. My mother demanded that I make these like 2 years ago, back when Livescream was on the circuit. Everybody wanted Iggy card decals, but I had no good way of doing them, like up till recently. And I was able to order some. They're just clear stickers. They can be put on anything. You can see them on a journal here, but they are safe for car decals. I've got one on my driver's side window right now, so Iggy comes with me everywhere I go. They are $3.50, as are all stickers on the Etsy store. They can be shipped free domestically and internationally. So I just send those in regular lettered mail. It'll probably take 10 to 15 weeks to get to you if you are an international buyer. So it takes a while. You have to be patient. The mail system is dying a slow death right now in the United States, but they will be delivered free, and that's kind of the trade-off of free shipping is long wait times. So, that's on etsy.com/shop/octopunkmedia. All that is available now. All these listings are public, so you can either zoom to Etsy or Redbubble right now, or wait till after Opwoo's over. We've got some cool stuff coming up on Patreon this week. On Friday, we've got Jillian Gird's audition tape as Ada, which is really fun for anybody at the $5 and up level getting that early access. But Wednesday, every Wednesday this month for $1 patrons, I've just been doing some random stuff, playlist on Spotify, script previews for 7 Deadly Scents. And after this weekend, when we realized the curse of the zucchini on the set of Detroit Evolution, I remembered this audio from the table read that's mostly me and Chris and Michael and like the whole cast talking about like why we had so much zucchini for about a minute and a half and like what we were planning on doing with the zucchini. I really wish that I could have the skills to like animate this or do something with this, but I figure what I can do for now is just share the audio for $1 patrons. It's not really something I could put on YouTube or anything, but it is something that I can share on Patreon. So look forward to that for all patrons of all levels on Wednesday for just $1. If you're not yet a patron, you can still join for $1. You'll be charged again on Saturday as the new month begins, but maybe Curse Zucchini audio is worth $1 to you. Or you can hold off till the weekend and then go back 5 days and see it anyway. It might become public at some point if I manage to find a way to videofy it or animate it, but for now it's pretty much going to be a Patreon exclusive. And on Twitch. So you are here, Octopunk Weekly Update, Monday at 2 p.m. Tomorrow, we're going to be finishing The Last of Us blind playthrough, doing the finale, wrapping up that game at 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Thursday, we're doing Twitch Sings. This is kind of my decision because after the schedule change, this is the last week we're having this schedule. I figure I'll do Twitch Sings for those who might not be able to make the new evening stream slot. So this will be like, you know, a last hurrah if the next time slot's bad for you. So Twitch Sings it is, and we don't have any real theme or anything. We'll just be going through the playlist and singing new stuff that might be available through the program. And then on Saturday, as I've said, we've had the Detroit Evolution Art Case Showcase. Chris Trindade and Michael Smallwood will be joining me for that, the way that Michael and Maximilian joined me for the first fan art showcase back in May. And so they're really happy to see all of your lovely contributions. We're going to be going through videos. We're going to be going through, of course, the art. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do it yet, how I'm going to compartmentalize it and share things, but I'll figure that out by Saturday, and be sure to come out on noon Eastern on Saturday and join us and celebrate all of your lovely fellow artists in the fandom and all of the fantastic stuff that happened in the past 31 days. But starting next week, things are going to change a bit. I will be starting a new AAA, or let's say, you know, popular, I don't know if this was considered AAA at the time, a new ongoing series, let's say. This is one that I've seen a lot of you ask for, and I think that it'll be fun because it's a game that is very popular, but I have never played. So this is going to be another blind playthrough. I'm also really happy with this one because it's about half the length of The Last of Us. So it'll last us the month of August, and then I'll be able to move on to something else. I don't think I'll be playing a game as long as The Last of Us again for a while. I really like to keep things about 5-6 weeks. So the next game that I'm going to be playing, ongoing game I'll be playing starting next week, is Season 1 of Telltale's The Walking Dead. Like I said, I've never played this game. I am pretty damn well not spoiled for this game. I have heard some things before, but I've long forgotten them and don't have any context for anything. So yeah, it'll be an emotional ride. I've heard you'll get to experience it with me as if for the first time, because it'll be the first time for me. And this will be a 5-week, 5-episode series, because it's 5 episodes in this game. I do not know if I will be playing Michonne or Season 2 or the final season. For now, it's just Season 1. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so August is dedicated to Telltale's Walking Dead. Excited to get started on it next week. But, as I said, schedule's changing next week, so this will not be Tuesdays at noon. This is moving to a new time slot. Our new schedule changes 2 time slots and keeps 2 of them the same. I like Opwu being here on Mondays at 2 p.m. That's staying the same. And I like Saturdays at noon being our behind the scenes of Octopunk streams where we talk about Detroit Evolution and 7 Deadly Sins and other stuff that I'm working on. But I've kind of been struggling with doing Mondays and Tuesdays back to back. It really feels like the whole first half of my week is focused on streaming, and if I have a task that gets thrown my way, I have to wait till Wednesdays to be able to tackle it, and it's not really conducive to my life. So I'm moving my morning ongoing streams to Thursdays from Tuesdays, and I'm also moving them 2 hours earlier to 10 a.m. Eastern. So this will hopefully be a little bit better for those of you on the other side of the world who might have it be very late, or might typically have been very late at the noon time slot. We're going to 10 a.m. And then for those of you in Europe, hopefully you'll be home by work from them. Those of you on the Pacific Coast got to get up early, but maybe you can watch a little bit of it during breakfast. And for the rest of us, it's kind of about lunchtime. So I'm hoping that the Thursday 10 a.m. serves us really well. It's a really good time slot that's kind of good for everybody. So, yeah. I hope that you join me starting Thursdays, 10 a.m. Eastern next week for The Walking Dead and the beginning of that. And then Fridays, we're pushing back 2 hours. We're going back to 8 p.m. and we're going from Thursday to Friday. So I'll be going after Greg now. Greg was originally at 8 p.m. and then I was at 6 p.m. and then he decided to go to 6 p.m. and now I'm going back to 8 p.m. Because both of those are better for us. 8 p.m. just works better for me. It allows me and Austin to eat dinner and not rush before we start streaming. And Fridays are the weekend, basically, so it'll be like Saturday morning for those of you on the other side of the world, so hopefully, you won't have to go to work or anything. It'll be Friday night, so everybody else that it's late can, stay up and not have to get up early the next day. So I'm hoping putting Friday on an evening, or putting the evening on a Friday, is going to help a lot of people be able to stay up later and join us for the evening streams as well. This will continue to be Game of the Week. Animal Crossing, Twitch Sings, Dead by Daylight are sort of our three staples that I think people really like us coming back to at least once a month. But we'll be putting all sorts of other games. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming up in the next couple of months. New stuff that's coming out, like Crash 4, that I'll definitely be checking out. And it'll just be a week-by-week thing that I will update you guys on every OpWoo. So yeah, I hope that this works out well for you. Give me some feedback on what you like about this schedule, or what you don't like, or maybe like something that I've overlooked. Of course, Thursdays could be back-to-back with Chris. He's a little up and down on when he decides to stream. So some days we might be against him at noon, and then other days and able to raid him or something. Other days I might be the only thing you have Thursday morning. But at least I'm 2 hours before, so it doesn't conflict. It's just back to back. So you get 4 straight hours of Octopunks potentially on Thursdays. And then you can go hang out with Neil Newbon. Just a full day of all of our nonsense. This week on YouTube, we got last week's Patreon video, which is an interview with Maximilian talking about the representation of 7 Deadly Sins. Of course, we have our typical Austin Detroit Evolution track on Thursday. Still putting those out. There's like 28 of them. We're gonna keep chugging on this for the end of the year probably. And we have all the cross posts from Twitch as well. I have a couple cross posts I have to catch up on. I put up Deep Fried Video Games yesterday, which was our absolutely cursed Thursday stream, starting with Mario Kart, but ending with shopping cart bowling somehow. So that's up on YouTube if you haven't checked that out yet, but I'll also be cross-posting either Cards Against Detroit Evolution from Saturday or the Jackbox stream with TRA and Maximilian from a couple of weeks ago on Wednesday. Oh, now on to fan art of the week. Like I said, this week is going to be kind of focused on synths. I wanted to make sure to stop and honor all of the lovely synths art that happened this week. And then Art Fest, we're kind of going to save till Saturday. So if you had Art Fest stuff this week, don't fret. We'll be going back to it at the end of the week. There are a couple pieces from Art Fest in here that I just couldn't resist. But yeah, so get ready for some awesome synths and other DE art that is not to be missed this week. First up, we have this lovely portrait of Tina Chen by Sweet Insanity ×3 on Twitter. Go give them some love. This is also on Instagram, I believe. I'm not sure if it's under the same name. Is this somebody in the chat currently? Because I'm not sure. I don't recognize the username offhand. Oh, Sweet Insanity Arts. There you go. Okay, give them lots of love. Wonderful. This is absolutely beautiful, and what a way to honor our Carla Kim. Name is lame on Twitter. Now I know that this is somebody. Is this Wyatt? I believe. Am I right? Am I wrong? What? Wyatt. Awesome. So this is fantastic. I love the font choice here. One Synth and Cargo Shorts, and such a way to capture these two characters in such a comic booky kind of style. Absolutely beautiful. Well done. Definitely check them out on Twitter. I've seen a lot of art from Wyatt before. So follow them on Twitter and on Instagram if they have one. We saw a lot of Seth cosplays this week, but I know this was the one that made Maximilian kind of do a double take because he kind of thought it might have been him for a second. This is cosplay by Raymond Ruff on Twitter. I think Raymond's in the chat today, so give Raymond lots of love. This is a really, really, really good cosplay of Seth. You just have it honest. Like, it's always fantastic when you have somebody who just inherently kind of looks like the character, which is a lot of fun. But there was a lot of really cool interpretations of Seth this week, and I appreciate all of your cosplay. And also, really curious why you all just have chokers laying around, but you know. You know, it's a look. It's a look. It's a unifying look for all of us. And it makes me feel like I'm validated for putting it in the movie because clearly it's a thing like that everybody has. Oh, and everybody ordered them. All right, all right. Maybe Amazon is fast on the choker shipping right now. This is a Vampire AU art from page 250 Jane on Twitter. I remember when I saw this in the Discord for the first time, I had to I had to share this with a couple of friends privately right off the gate because this just is so evocative. Yeah. Jane, I don't know if Jane's in the chat today, but a lot of you are yelling Jane's name. So a lot of you go let Jane know that this is here because I really, really love this. This is very, very evocative and very sexy. That's what I saw a lot of the Vampire AU day. It was like, that was like the sexiest day. I see why people like Vampire AUs now. As far as just absolutely groundbreaking cosplay again, I believe is it Issa? Am I pronouncing that correctly? And you know, the reason I think it's Issa is because Joe called Issa Issa Pizza. And I'm like, oh, that's how I'll remember it. So thank you, Joe, for giving me a way to remember Issa's name. Yeah, I am floored that Issa pulled this together with such short notice in ArtFest because I can't even imagine the amount of effort that went into this and the composition, the photography, the editing. Queen Ada for the win, an absolutely beautiful interpretation of this prompt. So give Issa lots of love. On to more Seven Deadly Synths art. This was the one that I told Sam might as well be the poster for the movie. Definitely an awesome interpretation of the Seven Hands of Envy clawing at a very angry Seth. It's very dark. It's very grim. It's kind of black comedy, which I really like. Synths kind of can't decide what it wants to be in some elements, and I'm leaning more into the darkness with this new edit, this new reboot of it. So I love this. And the lighting and the capturing of this character is just awesome. So fantastic, Sam. Well done. This is an amazing silhouette by Warden Mages, Connor on Twitter, and I believe Tumblr and Instagram as well. Warden's sometimes in the chat, so I don't know if Warden's here today, but if they are, give them some love, because I really like the color scheme here and the kind of like scanner dark, really like rotoscoping element kind of fits well with the aesthetic of synths. This is a hand-drawn poster by Sky the Dragon on Instagram. Anything that's hand-drawn is super, super impressive because, man, those brushstrokes, like, your hand probably gets tired. And also to capture the logo so well by hand without having it just copied and pasted from like a ping file is also super, super impressive. Love the composition here, love the effort, and go follow Sky the Dragon on Instagram and give them some love for this. Shout out to for some lovely me and Austin art, as well as the mods here in the Cards Against Octopunk stream. You've got Pillow, Neb, Maximilian, Austin, and JJ all there with me for Cards Against Octopunk, and then you have Austin screaming with his synth lute, just like Jake Peralta from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. This is super, super cute, and such a capture of Austin, I must admit, with his absolutely aggressive synth looting. And then finally this week we got another poster design from Lie Be Us on Instagram. If you haven't seen this yet, go check it out. Go check out the high-res version on Instagram and give them a follow. Just to be able to capture likeness like that is fantastic. But again, if you really look at the composition of this and the way this was designed, it is tough. And I can say this as a person who's done posters and does a lot of graphic arts. Poster designs are tough. The composition, I have a lot of respect for, and this is just in stunning, absolutely stunning composition and interpretation of this movie. And so, yeah, speechless, the sweetest ending arts. I agree. And Zinvin's there too, and actually glitching out, and you can kind of see Nines going towards. It's so cool. Go follow them on Instagram and check them out and give them some love for this. As always, I'd like to end on our P.O. Box, P.O. Box 62762. I don't think I had anything in it last time. I will say that, unfortunately, what I did have was I had a signature alert for a package that had arrived on July 1st, and I didn't get to it fast enough, so they sent it back to the person. So I feel really bad for that person. If you are that person and you get it shipped back to you and basically told that it couldn't be delivered, please try to send it again and let me know when it arrives. Keep an eye on the tracking information, send me a DM and be like, hey, there's a package waiting for you in your P.O. box, go get it, because I don't check the P.O. box that often, so I just totally missed the window of going and signing. I actually didn't even know that was a thing that could happen with P.O. boxes, that I'd have to sign something or they'd send it back from a P.O. box. So that's really annoying, and I feel really bad about that, that they wanted a signature for something. But if that is you, let me know and we'll try to figure something out. And if you send me something, maybe it would be a good idea to just send me a DM if you see that it's been delivered, so that I can go check it and make sure that it doesn't get sent back or held in some sort of dark room or something until I arrive. But yeah, so that's it for Apu today. I hope you liked all the new merch announcements, and I hope the new stream schedule that starts next Monday. This week is the same, as I said, but starting next Monday we'll be starting that new schedule. Mondays Apu is the same. We're going to be moving our weekly streams to Thursday at 10 a.m. and then our evening game of the week streams to Friday at 8 p.m. starting next week. So I hope that works well for you, and that you're excited about The Walking Dead. I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a cool journey. I kind of want something that's not so repetitive and game input heavy after playing 10 weeks of The Last of Us. I want something that's more story driven and more choice based and more gripping, I think, than The Last of Us. So it'll be a nice change of pace. I think it'll be a lot more we can sit back and enjoy that experience together. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow with the finale of The Last of Us at noon, and for the rest of the week, and hope to see you at our other streams. You can catch me on Twitter at LadyTwana or in the Discord if you want to see me. And as always, stay great, hydrate, and have a happy time zone.